welcome to another edition of YatlifeChronicles, where we are better together than separated. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a special guest on today's show. We got Sweet Clothing in the building, and he was one of the clothing lines that I invited to Trap the Runway, to bring his clothing line down the runway and just be able to exploit his design, being able to exploit his creativity, exploit everything that he's doing down there in his lab. Because he's been a silent killer on the clothes for a long time. And I wanted to bring him to the spotlight and highlight the things that he was doing with his Sweet Clothing line. He's also a friend of mine from, I'm talking about a long time ago. I'm a little older than him, but he grew up with my cousin, Little Richard. We want to dedicate this show to Little Richard Woods, because this is something unique today when me and Lil Carl sitting down. And, because he's come a long way. So for you guys out there that don't know who he is, you want to introduce yourself to my viewers out there?
Well, this is One-Eye Carl. Mm-hmm. Everybody know me as Lil Carl, Big Carl, One-Eye Carl, Sweet Clothing.
And the thing about Sweet Clothing, man, it's a lot of clothing designers out there that can come up with ideas. Like I said, I'm not one that's hands-on with my line. I give my ideas to somebody else, right, and somebody else come up with, the threading and the sewing of it, but I'm good at coming up with the idea. And I just felt like the tweeting and the taking the time out, you gotta be so particular and peculiar about how you tweet and that stuff out. And it was just like, I ain't have time for it, So I said to myself, I would rather work with somebody else, right? But you a one-man army, right? You just work with yourself. You know how to come up with the ideas for your clothing line. Also, you know how to come up with, how to be hands-on with the print machine, with the designs and the different things that go into it. Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us a little bit about how difficult it was. Tell us like one of your most difficult times where you was just on that machine or printing that design on your phone, sending it to your Bluetooth printer, and tell us when you just had a difficult time when you was like, man, I'm about to get this shit up.
Well, my difficult time was when I had an order for like about 70 shirts. Hey, I'm doing so many shirts, man. Listen, I'm doing so many shirts. I wanted to give up, and I'm doing the shirts. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting the paper out of doing the shirts, but I was up so many days, like I thought I wasn't gonna never get done. You know what I mean? So,
and I know it take a toll over your body, and a lot of it gets hard, it gets rigorous. So tell us what kind of mindset that you gotta have down there in that lab, man, to just keep going. Have you ever been like, got shirts out late, like people needed them on a certain day, and you ended up getting them out late because you was just the only one, you know what I'm saying? Because you could get orders so big to the point like you had to spend out and you have to include different people, but nobody really want to work now.
Without a doubt.
It's hard to get somebody to work. It's hard to get a lot of people down there on that print machine. Like I say, it's tedious, it's boring.
Right.
But it's lucrative at the same time. It's money in it. It's profits in it.
Right.
So tell us like what keep you, like when you get over that date when you supposed to have an order out, tell us a little bit about that, man. Like how that went.
Let me see. I had a few run-ins like that for real. Mm-hmm. But it was only because of how late you started, and maybe I wanted to take on the order, and I wanted to take on too much. You know what I mean?
And then with these orders, everybody calling and like they want shirts, 30, 40 shirts in a 24-hour time period.
Exactly. Yeah. See, then I'm charging for that though. Them last minute fees. So
Right.
I'm charging for that anyways. Yep. So if it's last minute fees, I'm charging for last minute fees. For the simple fact that I can do your shirts. You can bring your shirts too. You can give me an order of 40, 30. I done did big orders. I done real big orders. I done made big orders happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I love doing it. You know what I mean? My biggest thing is this. I love to see somebody else with it on, with my work on anyways. And I know it's beautiful. I can make your shirt today. You can have it 10 years from now. It's still going to look like I made it that day. You know what I mean? Ain't no tear, rip.
Right.
We got good quality gear.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, take us through the first time, man, that you took on this vocation, that you took on this career in the clothing business. Like the first time you went out and got your shirt,
Right.
took it, laid it down on the printer. You know,
Right.
tell us about that day, because I know you went wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's some things, man. Tell us a little bit about
this back in this back in 2013. This back in 2013 is where it started at for real. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it was, but that's what I wanted to always do. I had the camera. I was already a picture man. I got 1,000 some pictures at home now, like in bags. You know what I mean? Memory, because I always know that video or pictures, man. That's a memory. You know what I mean? So and I know that for sure. And one thing about it, they coming to me to get them pictures or that video. I know Carl got it. I know he got it. Sweet. I know I got it for sure. So I don't know why I stopped. I got some stuff on YouTube from way back.
So you understood before you was even printing clothes how important content was.
Yes, sir. Because I'm always I'm available to talk. I'm available. You know what I mean? I'm with the public. I'm talking. You know what I mean? We can. You know what I mean? I'm vibing. We can. Yeah. So.
And the kind of thing about you, it seemed like you stay associated with the people.
Yeah.
Like you ain't one of those ones that's you know, a lot of people being their own private company.
Right.
They don't deal with nobody, and you know, I don't deal with this person. You know, this is like you fraternize with people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that get them a lot further, especially when you got a business, because you can't have, and that's why a lot of people don't have a business, because they don't have a harmonious attitude. They don't have a pleasing personality as to where they can socialize and associate and communicate with people.
Right.
Because they don't know how.
Right.
You know, so I wanted to ask you, like, where did you get that communicative skill from, as to where, you know, that you able to deal with people well?
For one, it was born in me, for one. And then for two, I got it from my Uncle Elliot and my Uncle Daryl. Rest in peace to the dirty, man. I love you, Unc. But them two right there, that's where it came from. That's where it came from. The gift, the gab.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody else in the world can do it like they did it. I picked it up from them.
Elliot was one of the coldest,
and still the coldest right now, to this day. So that's where it come from. You hear me? You know. Yeah. And I took it off and ran with it, man. All the way down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, so like I say, take us, man, in there, man, in the lab, man. When you when was your highlight moment in there? When you like, you know, when was the particular time when you was like, man, I'm gonna stick with this? You know, because usually we could start out something, and then it could be like a fetish of ours. Then we get bored with it, and then we quit it. We on to something else.
Ain't no doubt.
Then we start that, get bored with that. Then we're on to something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This and that. Like, what made you stick right there and say, like, man, this something that I'm gonna pursue right here?
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like it happened overnight. I promise you. It seemed like one night that I'm the picture man. That's what they used to be calling me, the picture man. Now I'm the shirt man.
Right.
Oh, that's the shirt man. I used to be telling my kids, that's the shirt man. And Pops, man, you the shirt man now. It was crazy. But it happened just like, so Pops, you the shirt man. So now I'm the shirt man. I'm the one doing all the shirts.
Right.
I ain't had a sweet clothing in my head then.
You just making shirts for people.
I was just doing customized shirts.
Right.
Because it ain't just sweet clothing. You can get customized shirts. You can get like whatever you want did. You know, you can get your clothing did. You can make you a jogger suit. You can get panties. You can get bras. You can get, you know what I mean, whatever. Boxers. I'm doing cars.
So individuals basically only thing they got to do is just call you.
All you gotta do
give you the order.
And I knock
give
it
you
out.
the size.
Right.
And you knock it out.
Yeah, and I knock it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Call. Yeah, but you gotta have payment down though. You got just like the mall, just like you walk in the mall.
Yeah.
Before you pay them, before you get your shirt did, you gotta pay them.
But it seems like that's when shit get real in this clothing business, especially since I've been in.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people will want your clothes and a lot of people will want to order, but you tell them, pay half of that money, cash out me half of that money so I can get your shirt together.
Right.
It seems like that cash app never come through.
You feel what I'm saying?
And then here it is. You make these shirts and then you stuck with this order.
Right, exactly. But I got a clientele that's so nice. You feel me? That everybody know that I do shirts. You know what I mean? You can look on my page, Sweet Clothing, or
so how long have you been doing it?
It's been like 7 years.
Man.
About 7 years, 8 years. Yep. I've been wanting to do it since 2013. Actually, we were just talking about it, you know what I mean, before, you know what I mean, we went on type. But, yeah.
You know, so this is your life passion right here.
This it right here.
This is gonna be your vehicle from here on out.
I love it. This is what I wanna do. I wanna have you know, like on the road, like in a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Right.
Mobile. Shirts on the mobile tip, bro.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey from growing up in the hood, you know, to becoming a clothing designer?
Right.
You know, what was some of the background influences? Because, you know, the one thing about Lil Carl, you know, like I say, him and my cousin Lil Richard, they came up together.
Right.
You know, rest in peace to my cousin Lil Richard.
Right.
Rest in peace to his cousin, Lil Walt. You know, I mean, just, you know, it was so many people within that group that's not here with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the things about you is that you still here with us. You know, you still the same, Lil Carl.
Right.
You ain't never changed up.
Nope.
You know, you got your clothing line now. You know, like what was some of that background history, man, that helped that have some influence on your clothing line, man, and help make you into the designer that you are today?
Cause like I say, I like fucking with them pictures. So everybody know that I'm doing the pictures. Everybody know I'm taking videos. Everybody know everywhere I go and I'm snapping. You know what I mean? So we gonna take them pictures and we gonna bring them into real life and put them on a memory shirt and something that you can keep. You know what I mean? Something that you can have a memory. You know what I mean?
And it is a memorabilia.
Simple, yeah, for real. Like you wouldn't forget it. Ain't no way you can.
Right. And, you know, being a clothing designer, you know, you more freely with the game. You know, a lot of people not free to get a game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
they don't wanna show you how to work the Bluetooth on your phone, how to design it and the sizes and being able to get acclimated with putting the sticky paper on this type of paper. When you pull it out the machine, you gotta do, nobody. Why you think it's like that, man? Like that's why it's so privatized, you know, to the point where, you know, it's like, it's sacred, really.
Because everybody don't want to see everybody eat, man. It's messed up out here. It's fucked up for real. And it shouldn't be like that, you know what I mean? Because if I learn something, what I learned from whatever I learned, without a doubt, I want to spread. I want to see everybody do what everybody do. You know what I mean? I ain't never been the type of I'm gonna hold this in type. You know what I mean? And I ain't never been that type of guy. You know what I mean? My man Bill gave me the game for free. He gave me the game for free. Rest in peace to my man Billy Collins, man. Yo, so he gave me the game for free.
He was the one that influenced your clothing line.
We did the first Eastside reunion shirts. We rode around Saginaw in the truck and took a picture of every street sign around in Saginaw. Went back to his crib, bro, and Matter of fact, this was back in the day. I think we went and stole all the paper from out at Staples or one of them. It's a true story. I'm just true story. I can't make it up, man. Rest in peace, Bill, man. Damn, look, we went out there and stole all the motherfucking paper.
Right.
Mook was with us. We went to Mook crib. We was at Mook house. Hey, ironing them joints on, bro. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I'll never forget.
So y'all ain't even had no press machine back then. You was ironing them joints.
We was ironing them on, bro.
So y'all went around, took pictures because you doing the visual.
And he had the design. He was a designer. He could go on the joint. He designed everything.
Yeah.
He make everything up. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And we pressed them joints on them, man. Yeah, he was cold. Bill was cold. Yep. R.I.P. Bill, man. That was my baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
So did he ever get the opportunity to? So y'all had basically like he was the first person to show you the game.
He was the first person. Yeah, he was the first person to show me.
Yeah.
What I know right now, he showed it to me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more that I need to know.
Right. Have anybody else really showed you anything outside of him?
No.
Or you just been learning everything on your own?
Everything, ain't nobody. Everybody been saying that supplementation, like that supplementation. I've been having one of them joints, man, for a couple years now. If I learn how to design in the back or whatever, however they do it, it's gonna be a different story.
Right. So do you use YouTube as a teaching moment?
No.
Okay.
No. I ain't never been on.
But I know sometimes we better with a person like being like
hands on.
Right, you know what I'm saying, the person teaching us, 'cause like I said, we're from the old school.
Yeah.
So I can understand that too. And that's why I was trying to tell you about, you know, it seemed like it's so much of a privatized world. Nobody want to teach you how to do this, how to do that.
Right.
Or they'll never have the time. Like this one of the things that's not, you know, like people is not teaching this knowledge free.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And shout out to your boy for teaching you what he taught you and helping you get things started, because in this world, it's just like a privatized game.
He showed me, yeah. He showed me where to go get everything. Yeah, showed me everything. So anybody that I ever run across, man, go down here. That's where you go get it, man. Go down there and get that. You know what I mean? One source.
Yeah. What was one of the things, man? What was one of the things that kept you out of prison, man? When you was coming up and seeing all your other friends going,
my family.
Like, what was it about you, man, that kept you out?
My family. My family. That did it. I ain't had to go. That did it. You feel what I'm saying? Without my family, I ain't no telling what I'd have did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Then your daddy was locked up all your life.
You know, I had son early in the game. Early in the game. This way back 95.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That did it right there. This truth, you know what I mean? This what happened, right? I'm done. Cause now, you feel what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah.
So, like, how do you use that experience, and how do you use that discipline that your mom and your family gave you, man, and your pops gave you, man, as an influence to keep you in like with your son having that responsibility as an influence on your clothing line? Because because a lot of people sometimes they can be taking orders and then not getting the people they clothes, things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's not a passion of theirs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how did that because you gotta make time, you gotta take time, you gotta put everything else aside and be disciplined.
Yeah.
Sitting there making them clothes.
Yeah.
So was that one of the things that kind of like helped to influence your?
I'm just treating the motherfucker how I want to be treated.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, if I got your money, I'll get you what I'm supposed to get you.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You get you 5 shirts, 10 shirts, you come get. I got them for you. And you know it ain't finna be. I'm gonna tell you within the time. You feel me? If you put your order in right now today for 10 shirts, they'll be done by tomorrow the same time.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm finna go home and do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's been your greatest challenge, man, in this, since you've been doing this? Like, what's been your, like tell us, like, what was one of your greatest pitfalls doing this shirt thing?
You know, the city, you know, and motherfuckers and motherfuckers jumping on it and knowing and seeing without me have to do extra.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So motherfuckers people recognizing
People recognize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And want me to do their clothes. You know what I mean? They get me from everywhere. I get that from everywhere. I've been doing it.
Right.
From anywhere. It's jumping in my inbox. Yeah, I need such and such, such and such. I need. Yeah. That's why it ain't just a clothing line, the sweet clothing. Yeah. It was supposed to be sweet, customized clothing.
Yeah. So the greatest challenge has been just dealing with all the people that's coming to you. You know, people in your messenger, people want this, people want that, because you do it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You universal with it.
Yeah.
You know, and you done came along with the game. Like you say, you and Mook, y'all ironing the east side and Bill ironing on. Then you went to press. When, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you steady growing and updating yourself with the game as you go. Yeah. You know. So I wanted to ask you, what was one of your biggest highlight moment in your clothing line? Since you've been doing this, like, what's been one of your biggest, your most memorable moments? Like, you know what I'm saying, one of your most highlighted moments that you like that about you that you have enjoyed with your clothing line.
I did that order for I think it was 65 shirts or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Did a whole order for like 65 shirts. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. Mm-hmm. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I wanted to quit and stop. Mm-hmm. But I loved it. It's probably about, I ain't gonna be, it probably was about 65. Mm-hmm. I got video of it. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But shit.
You was proud of yourself once you did it.
Hell yeah. Because before that though, I had just did a wedding though. You know what I mean? Yeah. A reception. I mean, I get orders.
What's been the most challenging design to make or article of clothing to put together? You know, because order.
Yeah, I ain't making no design. See,
you just had them send their design or whatever.
No, it's whatever you send me. Whatever you want to put on your shirt.
Yeah. If
you want a picture and some words, I put that on there. I can't do the design.
Right.
I send a person to First Rich. Shout out to First Rich, man.
Right.
You know, First Rich will get you together on any that design logo. Yeah. That's why I send them to First Rich. Because I don't know how to do no designs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but if you could send me your logo black and white, I can get your black and white. And I can make you 1,000 shirts from in on out. Mm-hmm. Any color you want, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I do. You know what I mean? Or if you want your logo did like that, or if you want just a customized shirt, like whatever you want on you type, you know what I mean? If you wanted this on it or that on it, I can do that. That's where the customized come in at. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so. One thing about it, man, you know what I'm saying, he got an incredible story, you know what I'm saying, from where he came from to where he at now. Yeah. You know, and the thing about me, I like to always reach back to the people, man, that I came up with, man, people that I'm close to, you know. And, you know, I called him, man, when I was, you know, preparing for Trap the Runway, you know, and he was one of the brands and one of the entrepreneurs that came up in my head. And when I called you, what was the first thing that you thought, man? You know,
I don't know, man. Hey, shout out to you too, though, man.
Thank you, man.
From then on, it's been crazy. So big shout out to you. And I tell you, I think I text messaged you on the joint.
Yeah.
And told you when I came in twice. Yeah, because it's real. You know what I mean? You don't get too many cats, man, that you done grew up with from day one to do their thing, man. I love what you're doing. It's big in the city, man. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody behind it. I'm behind it. I'm sharing it. You know what I mean? It's so much. It's a dream. Like I said, I wanted to do it since 2013. You feel what I'm saying? And because you got a lot to talk about for real, and it's beautiful when you can do it to, you feel me?
Right. Thank you, man.
Yeah, without a doubt, man.
So have you ever been on a runway before? You ever been on a
Actually, no.
anything?
That was my first time.
Right.
That Mike Donald interview, that was my first time. Shout out to Mike, man. That was nice. I liked that.
Yeah.
Thor magazine, that was nice. Shout out to Thor, man. Hey, Jeremy, that was cool, and you know what I mean. That was my first times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and everybody wanted a shirt, but it seemed like once YatlifeChronicles, when we did that one joint.
Yeah.
I say, man, hold on. It's something going crazy because everybody want. Hey, I'm a weekend.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Just hold on. I've been getting. It's been crazy. You know what I mean? Sweet clothing.
And one thing about, momentum is everything. People got to know when to capitalize off their momentum, man. And we got to know how to have a gas mask on, man. And it can be a fire. It's smoky as hell, and we trying to get out this building together, And I could take one person with me, And that's just our job in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. With this gas man here, we gonna, what I'm saying? Let's get up out this building together, man. Let's win together.
Yes, sir.
And I ain't saying that, person had to, tie in with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that support somebody that's out here doing their thing. We can't be disparaging or a hater or any type of non-supportive to what our brothers and sisters doing out here, no matter who they are.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This world is a ghetto. And sometimes, people can get that bougie attitude as to where, I don't like his character, or he from here, or he's still here and he still stay over here. Hey, you met me when I stayed over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got too big for me.
Right.
So that's why it's always, you always want to, bring your people with you. Any opportunity that you get, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you can take that one gas mask and help somebody else out. Whoever else got a gas mask, they can help another person out.
Right.
And to keep going.
You're most definitely right.
Yeah, and to keep going. And I want to thank him, man, for coming out to Track the Runway, man, and doing this thing, man, because like I said, he brought his team out, and it was kind of short notice.
Yeah, but we was there.
Yeah. It was and we had a great time, and we look forward to Track the Runway 2024. Yeah. So what's coming up next for you?
I got some fall gear coming. I got some fall gear coming, man.
And then you got go ahead.
Yeah, but you got your hoodies, jogger pants, and joggers. And, you know what I mean? I might drop some more coats this year. I had some last year, so yeah, I may have some that might, some thinking was nice ones for them this year.
And man, shout out to Eda Star,
without
because he gave I Track the Runway, he gave me a shirt, and in one of my shows I put that shirt on, man. Because one thing about it, I was, I remember trying to give my shirt to a certain person. I wanted a person, celebrity type individual to wear my shirt, and it was just like I had to go through a barbed wire fence with no shirt on to get my shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and I got my shirt to them, and once I got my shirt to them, man, they left it in VIP. Yeah. They left my shirt in VIP, man. I was hurt too, because when you work for something, you just want a little bit of acknowledgement, and then people could just that little bit of help or support. But that little bit of help or support then sometimes it's mixed with an ego. Sometimes it's mixed with, people thinking of themselves and not nobody else. And like I said, in this clothing game, you can take it so many ways, and you can be strategic with it in so many ways. And you know, so when he gave me that shirt at Trap the Runway, you know, it was I could never, you know,
Right,
because
right.
that's something that I went through.
Right.
You know,
right.
and I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that.
Right.
You know, because at the end of the day, it don't take nothing but for us to wear a shirt and take a, you know what I'm saying? Help somebody else out, you know. You know, but it seemed like, man, that's becoming a thing of the past.
Right.
You know, that support, that love, that pulling you up a little further, that then become the, what you think it is?
It's crazy, man. I ain't never saw nothing like it in my life. That's nuts. You know what I mean? They got it so bent up. That's why I don't deal with too many people. You know what I mean? I don't deal with too many people, man. There's only so many that I can deal with at one time. And I can count on my hand, you know what I mean? If we ain't been at the same house for 20 years, 17 years, 18 years, we ain't acting like anyway. So that's my kids and wife, grandson. So I don't, the other circle was, if you want to buy clothes, I'm scared of you, I'm paranoid, I'm sorry.
And it, man, listen, man, you know, because like I know you've been through a lot, man. I know you've been, you know, to be at this point in your life now, man, seeing you look good, everything is beautiful, man. Is there anybody that you want to shout out, man? Anybody that you want to...
I'm shouting out everybody that was behind me, man. That still keep, you know what I mean? That whoever studied purchase and then who started, you know what I mean? Because I'm still there, like, and they know that. So my inbox full right now with I got, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Other than that, no.
No, so is there anybody that you look up to that, you know, you would probably want to work with one day, or somebody that's influential in your life when it comes to this clothing business?
No, not for real. Because I ain't really saw, you know what I mean? Other than no.
And man, listen, when I had came back from Atlanta, you know, and I started this clothing line. Well, no. It was when I was going to Atlanta. I was getting a photo Atlanta.YatlifeChronicles t-shirts made.
We was at the store together.
And listen,
we was at the store together.
You remember that, right?
You was in the lead. I was in there.
Hey, listen.
And what I had told you then.
He say, man, these motherfuckers gonna be shut down. These man, cause they had what they had did to you.
Nothing.
They played you. They did.
I was telling you I was gonna do. I said, shit, I can leave. I can do your stuff right now.
Oh yeah. He was telling me then. Telling me then that I didn't.
But you ain't had time.
I didn't have time.
Yep. Yeah. And you ain't even have to pay for it. I'm like, cause I know dog from up in there. You know what I mean?
And I know they was taxing.
And I know they weren't gonna be there for. And then at the real, it wasn't that like it was so much of they was taxing. It was just because dealing with them shirts, bro. Like if you go to the mall or like that shirt you got on right there, or this shirt I got on right here, in the mall that shirt hit you. They going by inches. They ain't going by just the logo. Okay, well I'm gonna charge you this for that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna charge you this for this.
Right.
They going by inches.
Charging half a cent per inch.
They charge by inch. Like okay, what you want, a 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4? Yeah, well I'm gonna charge you this for an inch. And then when you come out here and come to the house and somebody wanna holler at you, I'm gonna get how we gonna do that?
Right.
That don't make sense to me.
Right.
Yeah, so no.
And I think a lot of people get smarter, man, as they go with these clothes, man. People, no matter what you do, people trying to get cheaper with it anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to knock out, you know, whatever cost that you can.
Yeah.
You know,
you're supposed
to. You know.
You're supposed to.
Yeah. And you know, a person ain't going to keep buying your inches.
Anyway.
When I know I can come to you and get my whole logo big as I want to.
Yes, sir. For one set price. Or for free. You can. Yeah. Without a doubt.
You know, so we're going to ask him a couple more questions before we get out of here. You know, because fashion can be seen as some of a self-expression, you know what I'm saying, like an extension of your personality. How do you aim to empower other individuals through the clothes that you create? You know, because I know, you know, you and your nephew, you know, you teaching him. You know, and you know, I know you got a lot of teachable moments with people.
But my son was tooth fed though. Before my son got locked up, that his clothing line is tooth fed. You still can buy tooth fed. You feel what I'm saying? That wasn't no gang affiliated or no stuff like that. Yeah, that's what they had. Gear, jogging suits. Right. He got a page. You can look up Tooth Fed on Facebook, and all his whole gear gonna pop up. All that's gonna pop up. You know what I mean? But it's presented by Sweet Clothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was him first. You know what I mean? So let's go. You know?
So what other advice do you have? Any advice for any other aspiring designers out there, man? That's that want to get out there and want to start a line and put their labels on their clothes, man, and get in that lab like you've been in there for the last 7 years. Like, what would be your advice to them?
Keep pushing, man. Keep posting. Post every other day. Post every day. Can't nobody tell you that you can't post enough. There's that's what it's there for. Post. On every platform that you see, on everywhere that you see. Say it, talk it, speak it. Even if only you knew it, it is what it is. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't post what you can post. Make them not like you, make them hate you, make them have to buy it from you. Because that's what it's all going to boil down to. They don't want to hop on the same, but damn, I need 5 shirts. Yeah, but you just don't worry about it. I got that for you, sir or ma'am. So keep posting.
Keep it in their face.
Stop. Keep it
in their face.
They can't do nothing but see it. Keep it. I don't care how many shares, how many likes, how many, none of that. Keep doing it. Don't never stop doing it.
Because you can be posting and not get no likes, but 1,000 people done seen it.
1,000 people done seen it. But you ain't gotta like it. You saw it. It's there. Ain't nowhere in the world that you cannot see it. And you scrolling up.
And that's the thing, you can't get bored with your own brand. Sometimes it do get boring, but you can't get bored with it to the point that you're not constantly moving along with it and constantly updating. And constantly, developing new ways how to carry it, developing new things and new different nuances, to bring into it. As far as with the creativity. So what's one of how do you stay updated, like with the latest trends and fashions, to be able to kind of like appease people when you doing their shirts and stuff like that? I'm steady trolling. I'm trolling. I'm always looking up new this and new that. You know what I mean? Which is pretty much be easy because only how you getting with me is you want a customized shirt. So I'm making your shirt how you want it. It ain't how I want it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just getting your shirt and doing what I want with it. You put your order in with me and I'll make that shirt for you. You know what I mean? That's why it's customized. You know what I mean? Or you can get you a Sweet Clothing shirt, or you can get you a Tooth Fed presented by Sweet Clothing shirt. And shout out to G3, YPN G3 on the Eater Star. You know what I mean? He got something nice right now too, and then I ain't gonna speak too much, but he got some. He got something from the touchdown that's gonna be real nice and beautiful. And like I say, man, he been doing this thing for a while. He been an entrepreneur for a long time, and he's sharing his talent with other people. Bringing other people to his platform. Inviting other people to come shop with him. I just want to leave you guys with this right here before we leave out of here. Because one thing about greatness and one thing about art, greatness is based on your own personal potential. It's not based on, your greatness is not based on relating your abilities or your creativity or what you do to somebody else's.
Right.
Your greatness is maximizing your own personal potential.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maximizing it to the point as to where, you can blossom other things out of what you're doing. You're not like even though he's print, he got his own clothing line, which is sweet.
Right.
He print other shirts. He do automation, give you the memorabilia shirts.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, you can come into, you know, with the rest in peace funerals, with the birthdays, with the open houses, you know.
Anything, everything.
He do any and all that. You know, so the thing about it is you guys have to, greatness is being able to maximize your own potential and not being able to measure your greatness or relate your greatness to somebody else's. Everybody have their own DNA. Everybody have their own uniqueness for a reason. Another little Kyle can't be replicated. Another Yacht Life can't be replicated.
Right.
Another you can't be replicated. You the one and only.
Right.
You know. And so the thing about it is when you create, you know, it's coming out your mind. It's coming out your own uniqueness.
Right.
You know, that's what make it great. That is completely you. And it's not inauthentic.
Right.
It's genuinely you.
Right.
But when you relating your potential, when you relating your creativity and your art to somebody else, then that can like disturb you when you creating art. Because you over here looking at what they're doing and you kind of, you know, taking away from what you're doing.
Right.
You know, when you can be putting more into yourself. You know, like I say, there's an audience for whatever you guys want to do out there. You know, there's an audience for it. All you guys have to do is create. Don't doubt yourself. You know, there's going to be times where you're going to feel like you can't do it. There's going to be times where you feel like you failed. You haven't failed. You just found several ways of how not to do it.
Right.
You know, so don't think of yourself as a failure. You know, think of yourself as a winner. You know, so before we get out of here, I just want to tell you guys, you know, greatness is maximizing your own personal potential. You know what I'm saying? You might know how to do clothes. You might got a clothing line, you know, but you don't stay in that one lane. Now you print clothes for other people, and you print other socks, and just all the way embedded, all the way embedded in the design world, into the whole the business of it.
Right.
You know, the whole armoire of it, you know. So, you know, so just maximize your own personal potential, and that's your greatness. You know, your greatness is not relating whatever you do to somebody else. You know, that's their life. You know, your life is your life, and what's coming for you in the future is for you and not them. You know, so tend to your greatness and not nobody else's. And before we get out of here, man, you know, look, Kyle, man, give me your social media platforms, everywhere they can follow you.
I'm on Facebook at Kyle Harris Sr. I got Sweet Clothing on Facebook as well. You can get me on what's that, Instagram at same thing, Sweet Clothing. No.
And there you have it, man. And thank you guys for tuning in to another edition. You know, this has been a nice, you know, interview, you know, having Kyle come over here and, you know, being able to sit down and we being able to telegraph this out here to you guys. And we hope you enjoy this show, you know, like you enjoyed his show at Trap the Runway, you know. So thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Yacht Life Chronicles, where we are better together than separate. Thank you guys for tuning in.